Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So if you're new here, I'm Desi Mezzy or Des, but we're in my car today and yeah, we're just gonna be having a little chit chat or whatever. So a lot of things that can come from doing like OnlyFans, there's like a lot of backlash and like a lot of people will try to tear you down, and it's up to you to like know like, hey, I'm still like this person, I'm still like, you know, good for all these other things. Like later down the road you'll definitely run into like things like that, and then people are gonna be like, you know, you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that, you should be doing this, like this is not the job for you, blah blah blah. And like you just have to like remember in the back of your head like, hey, I'm still like me, but yes, I am doing this. And you just gotta take that in consideration that like people are haters, people are gonna be jealous, people are gonna, you know, waste their time on the internet because they have nothing better to do than either stalk you or, you know, just be trolls, because it's given. Just like if you post a video on TikTok and you think it's funny, or you post like, you know, something on Instagram, like a cute photo or something, and it so happens to go through like threads or like you're promoting or doing something, like there's always going to be that one person that's like, no, you know, let me ruin this person's day, basically, because I have nothing better to do with my life and I don't have a life. So just know that like you're still a good person deep down, like you are still striving, you're doing great things every single day, and this is just like my message to you, like just don't let things like that get to you if you decide to do OnlyFans. Now if you don't, obviously this video is not for you, so please don't watch it or just scroll past or whatever, but if you do decide to do OnlyFans because you've been thinking about it, then I would say go ahead and do it. Like it's not a bad thing. People think it's a bad thing or they bash you for it because they don't have the confidence themselves to do it, and they don't look as good, or like they just don't have the things that they want to do that. So don't let that be an issue at all. You are great, you're perfect. Like it's honestly a confidence boost too. So don't even like be upset that you're doing it. Don't overthink it or like put it in the back burner. I'm like, oh my god, like should I be doing this? Like this is so bad, everyone thinks it's bad. No, because if that one person said that to you, chances are they would not say that to somebody else who like you look up to, because that's where you want to be, and they wouldn't even cross that line to even say that to them because they think you're easy enough to like target and then make fun of, rather than going to that other person because they know for a fact, you know, the internet's going to come after them for saying one bad thing to that person, you know? So don't even let that get to you. If you're trying to get started, start small, you know, get your lingeries, your outfits, you know, your camera equipment. I recently got the iPhone 16 Pro Max and paid for it in full. And it's actually really good quality. Like I'm using my phone right now basically. But it's really good quality. I just got a camera too, and I've been using that one as well. But the iPhone is like really good quality that like you can literally use it as a camera. So like just set up like perfect lighting, you know, your area is clean for like your videos and stuff like that. And it's more about quality over quantity sometimes, in my opinion, because like the longer I did OnlyFans, the more better it got for me, because I was learning as I went on. Because honestly, this is a little secret, but I started out as like a joke, and I was like, I wonder if I can, you know, make some money off of it. And I did. I made a literally good amount of money. And so I was like, okay, let me just keep going and keep doing it. And so I did. And I was like, oh, interesting. So So, yeah, my hair's like fuzzy. Yeah. But also, like, don't even stress about, like, whether or not, you know, you might be good enough. Like, just have that in your mind, like, hey, I'm already doing it, like, it's gonna be good. Because if you have the mindset of like it's gonna be bad, like I shouldn't be doing it, then chances are like you're just gonna flop, because you know you have a bad mindset, and you should have a positive mindset because positive things come from that. I can post a menu or whatever right here about like what I post, or like my prices and what I have for my base price on OnlyFans, just so you can get like a little idea, or you know, run off of that and think what you can do. But always just stick to your boundaries though, because like you don't want to do something that you don't want to do. And like FaceTimes, I really don't like doing those, but it sells the most. So I recently upped my prices, and I'll put it right here. But I recently upped my prices, and like people still want to do FaceTimes, and I'm like, well, I'll still make my money from that, I guess. So I mostly do like fun with snaps, or like just obviously I like post all my stuff on my page all the time, but a lot of people like to do it through the messages as well, and you can do that, but personally for me, I don't think that works out good for me, just because like I text so much in the messages to people, and like I actually sit there and have conversations, and like I'm on my phone like all day long. So yeah, it's really hard. But I also pick my days that I'm gonna do my content, so I'm not like overwhelmed and stressed out. My body is like literally tired. But yeah, your menu, just decide what you want to do and like what works best for you, and then just put it down, and then just think of like a price. Think of yourself as like you're the consumer that's buying all this stuff. Like, what would you set your base price to? And sometimes I have to think of that whenever I'm posting my stuff, because like I'm posting it, it's good quality, but also they can go find it somewhere else for free. So you have to be like considerate of like, okay, like let me give you an example. Like most of my things are like $5, so whenever I do that, I'm more likely to get like 100 people that buy every single day, rather than if I posted it for like $20, you'd get maybe 5 people that buy it. So you make more money off of like posting it for a lower price rather than posting it for a higher price, and then you only get like about 5 people or 5 to 10 people that buy. So that's something you have to think about. I think it's gonna rain, but yes, that was my main thing to say about like menus and stuff like that. And like live streams, whenever you're on live stream, do not be afraid to ask for tips. So what I mean by that is like, let's say you're doing something and like someone says something to you and they're like, they tip you $5. Of course, yes, it's appreciated, but don't do exactly what they say, because then everybody else in the live stream is going to get it for free. So be like, set like a tip goal and say, hey, at 150 I'll do this, at 200 I'll do this, 250 I'll do this, or whatever you're comfortable with doing. Most of the time I set it to like 300, 350, and then I'll do something, and then we'll just go from there. And one night I made really good money from my live stream, and I was like really shocked by it too, but I was like, I really didn't do much. Like, I really didn't. But obviously towards the end of it, I gave them like what they wanted to see because they tipped so much. So I was like, thank you so much, you know. But yeah, and like the beauty of doing OnlyFans too is like, yes, it's a full-time job, and yes, you were going to be busy and on your phone and making content all the time, but you also don't have to work a 9-to-5 job. Like, you literally have all this time in the world to do, like, to relax, obviously, but like to make your own money, do your own content, work from home. You can travel, you can go places. Obviously, whenever you're like making more money than just like starting out. And if you are making more money starting out, like, good job for you. Like, that's really good. But yeah, you can go on all these places, cruises, you know, vacations. You can go to like different sceneries and make content and stuff like that. It's really cool. And it's like, I don't know, it's something that I've always wanted to do, just because like I don't like, I mean, I do like working, don't get me wrong, I do love working, but I also wanted like the dream job of like, hey, I get to work from home, you know? And I couldn't really do that because like most jobs working from home is like something I don't want to do. And whenever I turned 21, I was thinking about it and I was like, maybe I should, you know? And I thought about it the whole year long, and I like regret it every single day because I'm like, man, if I started then, you know, I could have done a lot more stuff. But I started when I was like 22 years old, so I mean, it wasn't bad though. It was a really good choice in my opinion, so I don't regret it. And I'm really happy that I met all the people through it too. And like a lot of people that I met that do OnlyFans or do something similar to that on the side, it's actually like really comforting too, because it's like, oh, okay, so like we can have this talk, like, what do you do for your job, or like, what do you do, you know? And you can kind of get an idea of like, okay, there's like things I can do and there's things that I'm not really willing to do, because there's like a lot of cam models, or there's like a lot of other people that are in the higher industry, and I wouldn't purposely, or I wouldn't myself be on that, because like I think that's a little too far for me. I like OnlyFans because I'm in control of my own content. So yeah, and like it's nice when you get to network through that too, because like you meet so many people that you can talk to. Now, having a relationship while doing OnlyFans, it's not a bad thing at all, because nowadays people are more comfortable with that, or with their spouse doing it, or even in the higher industry, if you know what I'm talking about. There's a lot of people that are married doing it, or there's a guy married to a woman that does it, or a woman married to a guy who's in it, you know? So it's not uncommon at all. So do not feel like you're a piece of crap if someone says, oh my god, you have a significant other, why are you doing that? Like, that's disrespectful, that's not being loyal, you know? And I don't have to worry about that because my boyfriend's okay with it. And someone's calling me, hang on. And let me text her. I have to tell her that I'm doing a YouTube video. Hey girl, I'll call you back. I'm doing a YouTube video. Love you. Anyways. Yeah, I'm very lucky with the person I am with, because they don't judge me. They actually really support me. And, you know, I only do content with that person. So I don't do content with anybody else. I just stay to myself doing that. Or I do like solo content. But I'm really happy for him, like, actually being supportive, because like whenever I told him before, I was like, hey, I'm thinking about starting it. And he's like, do it. He's like, make your money. He's like, I think it'd be a cool idea. Like, that's pretty cool, you know? So don't be afraid to like date anybody, or like be open to the idea of it. Like, oh my god, this person's not gonna like me if I'm doing, you know, OnlyFans, or I'm doing this, or I'm doing that. Like, don't overthink it, you know, just be open with them. And if they don't like it, oh well. Like, there's plenty other people out there that are definitely okay with it. And if little trolls on the internet are like being mad or like jealous or like wanting to upset you or ruin your day because of it and say that it's a bad thing, just know they're just as guilty, because they probably watch a lot of worse things. Everybody does it every single day. And I'm not gonna lie to you. Everybody does it at least once in their life. So they can't try to judge you. It's not gonna work. So don't let it get to you. And just be confident. Like, just know, like, hey, I'm gonna find my group of people. I'm gonna find my friends. I'm gonna network through it. I'm gonna promote every single day. You know, set yourself up for success, because you will find it. I promise you. And when you do meet your people, you are going to be very happy that you did. And you're going to be working in that environment with the same mindsets of like, hey, it's not a bad thing that you're doing this. Like, don't let people get to you. So, I don't know. My package just came today, so I was really happy about that too. I want to do like a try on haul, but I'll probably wait till my next one. But this right now is just like, I don't know what to title this video, because it's like a lot of little things I'm just giving out. Maybe I should just do like advice or something like that. I don't know. I'll think about it. But yeah. I'm also going to be starting like a little series called Tea with Des. And then I'm also going to be starting a series with my best friend Natalie. And we're going to be doing like, it's kind of like Tea with Des, but it's more of like our little podcast series. So we're going to be like having our little teacups and stuff like that, and actually like talking and like laughing about things that like happen every single day in real life stuff. So I thought it'd be really funny. But yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys like this video. Please leave a thumbs up and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Obviously with something better titled than this one. But this is something I just wanted to get out there and be like, hey, you were doing great. Don't worry. So, anyways, like this video. I will see you next week. Thank you so much. Love you guys.